didn't look like the other squirrels. He had bright eyes and a cute perky nose, but his ears were twice as long as the other squirrels. And while all the squirrels could climb trees and balance themselves with their long, bushy tails, Squiggly's tail was too short and thin. Squiggly didn't quite fit in. When he tried to climb trees and play with the other squirrels, he always lost his balance and fell down. Squiggly didn't like being different. He wanted to be like everyone else. Can you say hi, Squiggly?
Hi, Squiggly. Hi.
Squiggly had two best friends, Sammy and Susie. They called themselves the gang. Sammy was tall, thin, and a little shy. Susie was short and round, but always playful and fun. Both of his friends had long, thick tails, just like a squirrel's tail should be. They could climb and jump and use their tails to balance themselves. He wished he could be like them. You like Susie's little purple bow?
Yeah.
And then there was Archie, the playground bully. He was always jumping and climbing from branch to branch. He could climb to the top of any tree. He didn't seem to be scared of anything. "I'm the king of the playground," he'd yell from the top of the maple tree. Archie always reminded Squiggly that he was different from the other squirrels. "Squiggly, Squiggly, slow as can be. You can't climb trees because you're different than me," he would chant. Archie would then point and say, "You look like a chipmunk with that skinny tail and a rabbit with those ears." All of the squirrels would laugh at Squiggly. Isn't that nice to laugh?
No.
No, we don't want to make fun of
But
our
when
friends.
somebody does something silly, we laugh.
Yeah, that makes us laugh, but we don't want to be mean, do we? No. And if that wasn't bad enough, Squiggly had another problem. When his teacher, Mrs. Doodlebug, asked him to read the 26 alphabet letters on the board, he couldn't see the letters very well. Mrs. Doodlebug sent a letter home to Squiggly's mom. He was so upset when his mom told him, "You might need glasses, Squiggly." "Oh, great," he said. "Maybe Archie is right. I don't look like the other squirrels, and now I might need glasses? What if the kids make fun of me? What if they call me four-eyed? What if the eye exam hurts?" He wasn't very happy, was he? Squiggly's mom hugged him and said, "Don't worry, Squiggly. Everything is going to be fine. I love you just the way you are, and I will love you the same if you need glasses." The next day when Squiggly arrived at Dr. Peeper's office, he was so nervous. He couldn't sit still and he squirmed and squiggled in his chair. Squiggly noticed that Dr. Peeper's ears were very large and his tail was short and skinny, just like Squiggly's. "Hello, Squiggly," Dr. Peeper said with a smile. "I understand that you are having some trouble seeing the alphabet letters on the board. I am going to give you an eye exam." "Okay, I will try," Squiggly said. He squinted his eyes. The letters were blurry and he could only see some of them. A-O-E-I, he said very quietly. Couldn't see the letters very well, boys and girls. Dr. Peeper then said, "Can you read the second row of letters?" G-P-T-Y, Squiggly replied. He was sure that he had gotten the letter T correct, but he wasn't so sure about the other letters. Squiggly started to cry. He couldn't believe that he needed glasses. Now all the squirrels would have another reason to make fun of him. "You did a great job, Squiggly," Dr. Peeper said. "There's nothing wrong with wearing glasses. I've been wearing glasses for years. You can pick out any glasses you want in any color." In any color.
We can walk down.
Yeah. Squiggly hadn't thought of that. He couldn't believe he could pick out any color that he wanted. There were so many glasses to choose from. He loved the color blue, so he selected a pair of blue glasses. For a moment, he had forgotten about being different. He couldn't stop looking at himself in the mirror with his new blue glasses. "You look so handsome in your new glasses," his mother said. Squiggly hoped that his friends would like them too. That night when Squiggly took a bath, he didn't take off his glasses. He didn't take off his glasses when he went to bed. And in the morning when he was trying to get dressed, he couldn't get his shirt on because he wouldn't take his glasses off. "Now, honey, I'm so happy that you like your new glasses, but you'll need to take them off sometime so they don't get broken." At first, Squiggly stomped his foot and he crossed his arms. He didn't want to ever take his glasses off. But he knew his mom was right. He didn't want his glasses to get broken. No. What is Squiggly playing with in the bathtub?
Yeah, a rubber ducky.
A yellow rubber ducky. Before school, Squiggly thought about Archie and all of his teasing. "Mom, why do you think Archie bullies us at recess?" Honey, sometimes kids say mean things because they don't feel good about themselves, and making fun of others takes the attention off of them. Squiggly thought for a moment and then said, maybe I should ask Archie if he wants to play with me and the gang. Susie and Sammy are so nice, I know they would include him. What a great idea, his mom replied. Is Squiggly making a good choice?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Squiggly couldn't wait to go to school. When Squiggly walked into his classroom, he held his head high. He couldn't wait for the other students to notice how handsome he looked in his new blue glasses. Mrs. Doodlebug's eyes grew wide. Squiggly, is that you? The whole class gathered around him to see his new blue glasses. You look older, Susie said. I have to go to Dr. Peeper too, and I'm scared, said Sammy. Squiggly smiled. He remembered how scared he had been at Dr. Peeper's office. But now he was the happiest squirrel in the world. Don't be scared, Sammy. Dr. Peeper is so nice, and he lets you pick out whatever color glasses you want. Wow! Can you guys say, wow? Wow. We have to say it louder than that. Ready? Wow! I want a red pair of glasses. Squiggly smiled. He knew that Sammy didn't want to look like everyone else. He wanted to be different too. Suddenly, Archie seemed to appear out of nowhere. Remember, Archie was the bully. Archie was the mean boy. So you got glasses, Squiggly, he sneered. Normally, Squiggly would have kept his head down while talking to Archie, but not today. Hey, Archie, do you want to play with me and the gang at recess? I can't climb trees very well, but we could play tag or hide and seek. I'm a great hider, Squiggly said. Look, there's Archie, and there's the gang, and they're trying to include Archie. Was that nice of them?
Yes.
Yes, that was very nice. To his surprise, Archie smiled and said, sure, I will play with you and your friends. He started to walk away, but then he turned around and said, I will slow down so you can keep up with me, Squiggly, because that's what friends do for each other. Squiggly was so happy that he had made a new friend. Good morning, class, Mrs. Doodlebug said. Please sit down at your desks. She then passed out a paper that had all 26 letters of the alphabet on it. I want you all to circle the letter after I say it out loud. All of Squiggly's fears came rushing back. What if he couldn't see the letters? Wait a minute, he thought. I can do it. Everybody say that. Say, I can do it.
I can do it.
Oh, we have to say it louder than that. You ready? I can do it. Very good. When Mrs. Doodlebug said the letter B, Squiggly circled the letter B on his paper. When she said the letter G, Squiggly circled the letter G. He was so excited, he couldn't wait to tell his mom. That night, when Squiggly was getting ready for bed, he took off his glasses and he put them in their case. He loved his new blue glasses and didn't want them to get broken. He was going to take good care of them. Squiggly didn't look like the other squirrels, but that was okay. He liked being different. The end. Do you like that story? Do any of you have any questions? Do you want to ask anything about Squiggly or about the book? No? You want to go back and illustrate and play with the magnets?